Hello and welcome to the Blessed Business Owners Podcast with your hosts, Stacey and Steph. Stacey is a virtual assistant, social media manager, and business coach, and Steph is a copywriter and book editor. We're twin sisters and Christians who run our online business together called Twin Book Media, where we help women entrepreneurs grow their businesses and authors prep their books for publishing. We also provide coaching to women online business owners who want to start and grow their business with support. If you're a Christian woman who is an online business owner or author, we created this show just for you. Here on the Blessed Business Owners Podcast, we're teaching you how to build and grow a Christ-centered and God-led dream life and business you love that leaves you feeling blessed instead of stressed. Let's make your God-given dreams become your reality together. Here we go. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Blessed Business Owners Podcast with your host, Stacey. Today I'm discussing a topic that no one is prepared for when it comes to freelancing. Dry spells, and specifically what to do and how to keep going during this time in your business with no clients or projects to work on. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Whether you're a virtual assistant like me, a book editor like Steph, or any other type of freelancer or entrepreneur, as business owners, we all experience dry spells. What is a dry spell exactly? This is defined as a slow season in your business when you have little to no clients, projects, or work to do. You can go from being super busy and booked out to having no work to do in the blink of an eye. It's a very strange and uncertain experience, especially when you previously had a 9-to-5 job where there was always work to be done. The mental spiral begins where you question everything and ask yourself, am I even good at this? Are my clients happy with my work? And should I look for a 9-to-5 job instead? Pause and take a breath. While it's easy to panic or feel uninspired, down, bored, or even unworthy during a dry spell, we feel you, and we're here to assure you, from our combined 10 plus years of experience in business, that it's very common and there's nothing to worry about. We have all these thoughts and feelings of imposter syndrome. We all experience this. It's all part of the journey as a freelancer and entrepreneur, and there really isn't anything you could do to avoid it. You just need to be resilient, stay positive, and keep going. This is key to being successful in business, and you will get through it. This is a temporary situation, and it will change in no time. So let's reframe your mind, because there is a bright side and a major benefit to experiencing a dry spell that you should consider. That being that this is a season of freedom where you can use your time as you please to refresh, reinvest, and regroup instead of worrying about prioritizing your clients or customers. Are there tasks related to your business that you've been putting on the back burner meaning to get done? Guess what? You get this opportunity during a dry spell to actually work on these things you haven't been able to before and prioritize your own business. How great is that? It's nice having time to do your work that will help move the needle in your business when you normally just don't feel like you have the time to do so. This is a big plus, so take advantage of it. Here are a few ideas of what you can do during a dry spell to stay busy and move your business forward. Number 1, you could tweak and update your online presence, whether that's your online portfolio, your website, your social media accounts. Updating all of that is something that you can do that you don't always have time for. You can add client testimonials, client results, client wins, change your bio links on social media, change the links that are there, update everything to match your business. Everything that's online, you can take the time that you have to update and make more relevant to your current business offerings. The second thing you could do is to create a new lead magnet, email template, digital product, course, etc. Whatever it is you want to do for your business, this is a great time to create something new that could benefit your clients and the people you're trying to serve. If it's been a while since you've created a new lead magnet or freebie, you could do that. Like I said, if you've been meaning to update your email newsletter template, now is a great time to do that. If you've been wanting to dive into creating digital products or maybe creating a course to help inspire others, now is a great time to focus on these things. So it's definitely something to think about. Number 3 is to create or update your marketing plan and your content strategy. So this is a great time to step back, look at your analytics for your business, where you're posting, and see what content is working to drive traffic, leads, and sales to your business, to your website, and you could see what's working and what isn't working and make some adjustments to your strategy. If you find that you've been posting on a certain platform consistently, and it's just not doing anything for you, you're not getting anything from it, then maybe it's time to step back from that strategy and that platform and then try something else. So this time could be great for taking a look at what's working for your business online and what's not, and making any adjustments that are needed to your marketing and content strategy. Number 4 is to network and connect with others in your niche. I feel like we don't do this as much as we should, and it's so important for word of mouth to grow your business, and it's a much easier way to find clients when you have a network of like-minded people who you can refer and who can refer you. We just don't take the time to network and connect with others like we should. So this is a great time to meet new people that, do something similar to you and that you can relate to. You can strategize with them. You can just talk with them back and forth, get to know them, and then you can kind of see how you can benefit each other's businesses, and even collaborate with them. So this is a great time to make those connections with others in your field and really connect with them. And like I said, you could get something out of it. But even just meeting people who are, doing something similar to you is so great, because we all need a supportive network of people we can talk to when we need to, and who understand what we do, because not everybody in your life will understand that. So it's important to have the right people to talk to and connect with. Number 5 is to check in with your past clients or customers. If it's been a while since you've followed up with any clients or people you've worked with in the past, now is a great time to check in with them, see how they're doing, reconnect, reestablish that relationship, and also let them know that you are looking for work right now, because you never know. They might have work for you, or they might have referral, someone else who is looking for your help, and they just haven't had the time to reach out to you. I've had this experience in my business many times where I have worked with clients as a virtual assistant, and we've gone our separate ways, and then I follow up with them a while later. We reestablish our connection, and they end up either wanting to work with me again, or they know somebody else who does, and then they'll have a referral. So you never know. Always check back in with your past clients or customers, follow up with them, let them know that you care and, about more than, just your work together. And they're just great connections to maintain, and you never know where it might lead. Like I said, they could send some new referrals your way. So another thing to consider. Number 6 is to revamp your offers and change them as needed. If you've been in business for a while, you know that we all change over time. And, some of our businesses stay the same, but some of them change. Like in terms of like our niche, like what we offer, who we work with. This could change over time. You could start off liking something that you're doing and then wanting to pivot to something else, or even, try working with a different group of people. So if there's anything you want to change, update, or revamp about your business offerings, now is a great time to change them if there's a new direction you want to go in. So something to consider there as well. Number 7 is to refresh your business branding. If it's been a while since you've updated your branding for your business, like your logos, your website template, like your brand colors, your brand theme, anything like that, if it's been a while, you might want to do some rebranding and to kind of freshen it up a little bit. So if this is the case, now is a great time to do that as well. Number 8, you can learn a new skill or service relevant to your niche. It's so important to keep growing as a business owner and always be learning something new, because if you've been working online, you understand that this industry changes a lot. It changes all the time. There's always something new to learn, whether it's an algorithm change, something with AI. There's just always something changing in this business world. So it's really important to stay relevant, and up to date on everything. that you need to know, especially for the clients that you work with. So now is a great time in a dry spell to learn a new skill or service, or like I said, if there's something different you've been wanting to offer but you haven't had time to learn it, now's the time to do some research, take a course, learn a new skill, and that you can, use to add on to your business and to benefit your clients. It is a great time to do that, and it's always great to learn a new skill or a new service that you can offer. So it's a great time to learn something new. And then lastly, you can also set up systems to automate your processes. So you could take a step back, look at what tasks are taking up so much of your time, and see if there's anything you can automate with systems to make your life easier. So a couple of things you can start automating include on and offboarding your clients. There's so many different project management and client management tools nowadays out there that you can use to onboard and offboard new clients with ease, so you don't have to do so much of the work manually. Dubsado is one that I really like, where you can put all of your contracts, your invoice templates, your proposals, everything in there, and then you can automate everything. It will email the client for you, send them everything they need to know, and you don't have to do any of it yourself. So if you're someone who gets a lot of new clients all the time, setting up a system to automate the on and offboarding is really helpful. And there's so many other parts of your business that you can also automate. So this is something to consider if, like I said, these tedious tasks are taking up so much of your time, and you have the ability to automate them. I highly recommend doing so and checking out Dubsado. Dubsado is a really great platform that you can use, and you can start it for free. You get 3 clients on there for free before you have to start paying. So definitely something to consider if on and offboarding clients is taking up so much of your time. So think about those tasks that are taking up too much of your time that you just need to outsource or automate, and look into doing that so that you can focus your precious time on what you really need to prioritize. So those are a few ideas of what you could do during a dry spell to help your business. I hope you enjoyed those. There's so many other things that you can do, but those are just a few things that I like to do during my own dry spells, and these are things that will move the needle in your business. So they are well worth your time. A dry spell can also be a plus if you're feeling burnt out and in need of a break. So if you're not in the mood to work on your business and do these things that I mentioned, it's also a great time to let yourself relax, take a breather, and even take time off if you want to travel or go on a trip or a staycation. You don't have to be productive during this time. If you really, really feel burnt out and you feel like you need some time off, like I said, a dry spell is the perfect time because you have that extra freedom. In fact, mine and Steph's business was actually in a bit of a dry spell this summer, and this is exactly what we did during that time. So we were productive, but we did also take some time off. We were really busy with work earlier in the year, but going into the summer months, some of our clients were taking time off, which meant that our workload for them was decreasing during that time. And I'm sure you can relate to this as well. Summer tends to be a slower time for service providers. So I'm sure you understand that if you do what we do. And during this time, we could have either dwelled on the negative part of it, with losing work and money, or we had the option to have a positive outlook and use the free time to better ourselves in our business, which is what we chose to do. Of course, we chose to look on the bright side and take full advantage of this dry spell. So we actually ended up taking a short little staycation and had such an amazing time, and it was just what we needed because it was just the perfect time to do so. What better time is there, right, than when you have less work to do? So we ended up taking a little staycation, and it was like one of our favorites that we've ever had. And then we came back feeling so refreshed and ready to serve our clients. So you could definitely take a little trip if you want to. If you don't feel like traveling, you could even just take some time off and stay home. You could sleep in, watch a TV show at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or nap without feeling guilty, or work on your cozy hobbies, get outside, try something new. You could totally just do these things, stay at home. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just take time for yourself and be cozy at home during a dry spell. There's so many things you could do. Let yourself do something that you truly enjoy and that you view as self-care, because why not, right? You have the time to do it. And don't let yourself feel guilty about it, because, if there's nothing else you could be doing, then it is what it is, right? So you might as well put yourself first and take care of yourself. But there's so many things you could do during a dry spell. The possibilities are literally endless. So we suggest you take full advantage of the dry spell while you can, because it won't last forever. Soon enough, you'll be back to work and busy again, and even possibly wishing for that dry spell, right? Remember that there's nothing wrong with you during this time, and that God gives us these slow times for a reason. He knows us better than we know ourselves, and He'll use these seasons to urge us to slow down and take some much needed time for ourselves while preparing us to begin our next chapter. So here's your encouragement to stay positive and keep going during a dry spell. You got this. You are doing great, and you will get through those dry spells. I promise you that. So feel free to come back to this and re-listen when you need to hear this reminder during the hard times. I'm here for you, Steph's here for you, and God is here for you too. Do you have any other ways that you like to stay busy during a dry spell that I didn't mention? If so, feel free to email us with a link in the show notes and share. We would love to hear from you. That is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope it was inspiring and helpful to you. Before you leave, make sure to grab our free Finding Clients freebie that we created to help with your dry spell. And also feel free to book a one-on-one coaching mindset call with me using the links in the show notes to chat about this topic further if you need any additional support or coaching. Have a great day, and we will see you next time. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Blessed Business Owners Podcast. We hope it was helpful and you enjoyed it. If this resonated with you today, we would love for you to rate, review, and share this with someone else who needs it. Looking to hire a virtual assistant or editor for your business? Send us an email, which is in the show notes below, at hello@twinbookmedia.com. Looking to work with a coach to grow your business? Book a paid 1-hour one-on-one coaching call with Stacey. The link is in the show notes below. Authors, not sure where to start with prepping your books for publishing and looking for support? Grab our free Editing Steps ebook in the show notes below. Until next time, everyone, work hard, be good to your clients and readers, and give all the glory to God. When you do, His blessings will come your way. We appreciate you all, and we'll see you in the next episode.